I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear, gummy bear. Fucking motherfucker! Oh, I guess there's only one way out of this.
Welcome back to that side of the internet that has no answers to your laundry list of questions. I'm your host Elias here with the promised channel update. Now yeah, I did say in my last video that you shouldn't expect anything from me until March at the very latest, and that I was taking a vacation for health concerns. Well, much to my own surprise, I've been on good track with the changes I've made so far, but I still lack a job and I had the inspiration for videos, so blow me, I'm back earlier than I expected to, for this week only. After the next two videos, I don't have anything on the chopping block besides work on the Brazzerius script and recording gameplay for it. And of course my non-video related work I've also been putting off for these last two videos. But enough of that. That gets no further mention as I want it to be my best work and not spoiled for anyone, including myself. For now, I feel like addressing a few things that nobody has really asked me about, but I want to mention them for those who are subscribed right now and for who might subscribe after this. The elements of my channel. First and foremost, my channel is whatever I decide it is on the day of the upload. Sometimes I upload a soapbox of a review, like my Ruby video for instance. Other times I just upload small gameplay clips I feel like are worth sharing. Those I feel like can be entertaining for a little bit, but they're of course the lowest form of effort on this channel also, as all I gotta do is hit F8 and then bam, content. Though I'm gonna try and minimize that for now at least. I know at least one of my regular viewers likes videos with my actual effort into it with my voiceover. I'll be migrating examples of this type of content I have on my computer over to there.
What the fuck? I guess that's that.
So if that's your cup of tea, hit the button, but no, I'll occasionally post it here too, so meh. Other types of videos I'll continue making for this channel are of the shitpost variety. Examples like that abomination of a joke I have on the screen here, or my video intended to be the final punch in the gut for 2020. Those are just dumb and fun for me to make, so I'm not really ready to give them up. They also serve as editing tests for my software, so that when I actually have an idea for a soapbox or the final type of content I want to make, I can not embarrass myself with the shite editing in those cases. So in that sense, the shitposts stay and are only going to get better from here on out, now that I've mostly gotten rid of OpenShot as my software of choice. It's a good software for the training wheels of editing, but I think I'm well past that point, and I have been for a while. It's also quite the pain in the ass in terms of what it'll let you do and what it does to your audio. Like for the most part it's fine, but when you start clipping with more sounds and such, then it has a hissy fit with balancing. At the end of almost every clip there's a bit of a stutter effect, so that's aggravating. Thankfully I've upgraded and I've been learning the ropes of DaVinci Resolve, although for whatever reason it wants to be racist to my OBS recordings and won't allow that into the media pool. So that sucks. I even tried turning them into MP4 files in the most basic way, but still nothing. So I reinstalled OpenShot again and used that for that purpose only, and it made them fit the bill. I also used it for a quick and easy edit that I need done pronto since, well, I'm still learning the bells and whistles of DaVinci. And I decided for whatever reason to just dive headfirst into a response video for my first project. That leads me nice along into the next type of content I'm going to try and make a staple of this channel, the commentaries. Even though I had to deal with OpenShot's bullshit when I made the acid video, that was still a ton of fun to make, even if I went softer on him than I wanted to. Like I practiced a bit of self-control once I got down to working on that. And the current video that's in the oven, I also had to do the same. Not going to spoil who it is here since I came completely out of nowhere with that idea for acid. Even my closest friend who I let in on all my project was in the dark until the day I started uploading. So in keeping with that level of mystery for the rest of you guys at least, you'll never know who I make a response to or when I do it. Unless, of course, I ask you all for suggestions, but that's not happening for a little while. I can find my own idiots to roast. All I will say as a clue for who's next, well, I know sub count doesn't matter. I go after shit arguments, not numbers, but even still, I may have jumped the gun a bit. By a lot, actually. But hey, as Queen said, don't stop me now. Come this far. I don't know if that's the full song. I haven't heard it in ages, so meh. So because this one has way more production value than a guy just pointing a camera at his face and repeating himself, maybe I'll make something entertaining out of it. Who knows, we're gonna have to see. Gotta get that off my hard drive somehow, and I'd rather not have a weekend's worth of effort go down the drain. So that's coming up next. I can't say when specifically since my internet is slower than sloths jacking off, but I'd imagine 2 to 3 days separating this video. Finally, the last type of content I'm going to dabble in is the 4 flavors of what styles of videos I make. I'm going to be doing critiques. Now, you're probably thinking, well, no shit, you said you'd do those reviews like you did for Ruby. To which I say, no, those are 2 separate things entirely. While on paper a critique and a review may seem to serve the same purpose to explain a point of view on a given subject, games and anime for example, once you look closely you'll find there's a hell of a difference between the 2. A review mostly consists of subjective buzzwords to explain an opinion with sprinklings of fact to support that opinion if the reviewer feels like putting in the effort for that. A critique, on the other hand, is meant to be largely impartial and list off what works and what doesn't with a given subject. I can and plan to implement my usual style of personality into these critiques, yes, but for the most part I want to just talk about those objective flaws and bright spots, explain in detail why they work, why they don't, and work to create something that lasts longer than I will on this earth. Because, I think MauLer said this, I'm paraphrasing here, opinions will die with the person who holds them when their time is up, but an objective analysis is eternal. That's such a shitty attempt at a British accent, but who cares?
The second issue is that it blurs subjectivity and objectivity, implying that an assessment of either one infringes on the other. This is an attempt to make objectivity appear as a subjective viewpoint, when in reality, objectivity can be used by anyone, and it is beholden to no one. It existed before I was born, and it will continue to exist well after I'm gone. But my subjective viewpoint, how I feel personally about media, that begins and dies with me. It's not hard to distinguish emotional arguments and objective ones. This goes the same for assessing quality.
No idea when they'll be done since I gotta do the writing, gameplay, recording, editing, and all that, but those are the next big things I want to devote my time to when I work on videos. I'll try my best to keep the response videos on the down low until I have the first one of those out, but you never know. I'm an unpredictable man, and the internet has a new flood of stupidity worth debunking every minute. The combination means you never know what to expect from me, and I kinda like that. That's all I got as far as what to expect from my videos as a whole. The only other thing I feel like addressing is, of course, this. You call me a bitch like it's a bad thing. You call me a freak like that'll mean something. You can't get your way, so you're angry. I think we know the rest, so get it off your chest. I don't give a shit. I love it when you call me a bitch like it's a bad thing. I've yet to hear any complaints from my audience, and I thought that was another fun element that lets me stand out from the commentary and analytical crowds. So fuck it. I'll make karaoke into a staple on my channel, alongside the ass gif I occasionally make into an Easter egg. I couldn't find an appropriate place to work it in with the response video I'm uploading after this, unfortunately. But going forward, wherever I find it an appropriate inclusion, I'll play a little tune for y'all. This way I can sneak around the new bullshit laws put up about copyrighted music in YouTube and Twitch videos. So, also, I just like singing every now and again. Can't do full song covers since, well, I suck at this, and I'm amateur at best. But I'll treat y'all to it every once in a while and keep it short and sweet. Hold your breath, smile away, stand and watch your world decay. Scars appear, sinister, now they all can find me. All in time, find your place, a life sentence of penance paid. Sentience paralyzed as this fire burns. Something nice like that, with music I like. Plus, I had this tradition long before I started working on these types of videos where, with my Amino friends, I'd sing to them my favorite Sevenfold or Linkin Park songs. My favorite, even though I'd wear myself out every time because it's a beast of a song, and you gotta do all 3 vocals. But I'd do A Little Piece of Heaven by Avenged Sevenfold since they found my singing about necrophilia and murder amusing. So I somewhat revived that tradition of singing before something, doing recordings in this case, just with a bit of a different song. Oh, and as some useless trivia for you, I stole that idea from my friends in high school theater. Before a performance, we'd all sing Bohemian Rhapsody. So, there's that. And I guess I'm done with that. Links to all the necessary stuff in the description. I'm on Twitter again, but don't follow me. I only use that Twitter account for researching whomever I decide to do a commentary on in the future, since I like to get a feel of who it is I'm responding to and know just how contradictory they may be. It's things like that that kill my interest in making a response video. And it's the main reason why I'll never ever entertain the idea of doing a commentary on someone like Cosmonaut Variety Hour. because anyone with half a brain can come to their own realizations on how contradictory and dumb he is. So I'm going to save my breath for more interesting fish in the future. I turned off basically every notification from Twitter, so I don't go on there unless I absolutely want to. I'm only saying I'm on there in case any of you who don't have me on Discord can have a chance of getting in touch with me outside of YouTube. Don't know why you'd want that. I'm not all that good, but meh. And I'm not providing any link until asked to, but hey, it's all I'm giving for this little hobby of mine as a YouTuber. I'll talk to y'all later in either comment section of the 2 videos I'm doing. See you later.